One of the most frequent questions people ask about this video series is, how do you create the graphics in your videos? Many of you may be surprised to learn that my production designer does most of the graphics work in PowerPoint. For example, that's where the table of contents that transitions with each segment is created. One feature we've been using extensively in the last few videos is PowerPoint Morph. In the October video, I briefly showed you how you could combine Morph with 3D graphics to create smooth, cinematic transitions in PowerPoint. Did you also know that Morph has special capabilities when it comes to text? When you select the Morph transition, there's a drop-down on the right to select text-specific Morph effects. These options enable you to move and transition words on your slide to emphasize your message. These Morph transitions can include changes in text alignment, size, and even text color. Morph can also rearrange individual characters on your slide to create a dramatic transition. This option is especially helpful in defining three-letter acronyms, commonly referred to as TLAs, ensuring that you are understood by everyone in your audience. Everything you just saw was done in PowerPoint Morph. I encourage you to try these text transitions for yourself, and I'd love it if you emailed me the results so I can see how you are using this great PowerPoint feature in new and creative ways. While the need to create a resume is not quite as certain as death and taxes, most of us will engage in this sometimes arduous activity at various points in our lives. Leveraging the power of LinkedIn Resume Assistant provides intelligent tools to help job seekers improve their resumes right from within Word. It lets you learn from others by showing how top people in a field of expertise you select represent their work experience. It also helps you identify the most important skills for the type of job you're seeking, so you can add them to your resume and increase your discoverability. You can also customize your resume based on real job postings by viewing relevant job listings from LinkedIn's 11 million open positions, enabling you to customize your resume to appeal to recruiters. Resume Assistant in Microsoft Word began rolling out in early November to Microsoft Office 365 subscribers that are enrolled in the Office Insiders program on Windows Desktop. If you want to become an Office Insider, just click on the link at the bottom of the November 8th Office blog post. In case you're wondering, I already reached out to the Office team to understand how this might apply to CVs, which can be more frequently used in the place of resumes in some countries outside the US. If I receive any publicly available information back, I'll be sure to post it to the Office 365 Guy blog. One last note. After you've updated your resume, be sure to check out careers.microsoft.com, as we are always looking for top-notch professionals to join our team. Think for a moment about the approach you took the last time you wanted to learn about a new product or capability. Odds are a YouTube search was part of that workflow. YouTube is great, but it can be an embarrassment of riches at times with all the content to choose from. For example, a YouTube search on PowerPoint Designer yields over 1,300 items, with the first in my list having been posted 2 years ago. The result is that in many cases you spend a lot of time separating the wheat from the chaff to find what you're looking for. The Office team is trying to help by introducing curated, video-based training integrated right into the software, including in-depth content from LinkedIn Learning. For example, if you're in PowerPoint and want to learn about how to create a professional-looking title slide, just type Designer in the Tell Me bar and then watch the video on how to use PowerPoint Designer. Want to insert a pivot table in Excel and you're not quite sure how to do it? Just type in Pivot Table in the Tell Me bar at the top of the window, then click on Help. In addition to the rich content available to read, you can also now access and watch LinkedIn Learning videos. You can follow along with instructions in the video without ever having to leave Excel. I hope you'll agree that this integration makes it easier than ever to master complex tasks and learn new skills throughout Office 365. Whenever I travel to a new city, I like to take one of those walking tours. They're a great way to get the lay of the land and learn more about the place you are visiting in a short amount of time. Microsoft has applied the concept to Office 365 and developed a continually improving set of product tours that help users get started. These hidden gems are often overlooked, but they're a great way to review the latest and greatest feature enhancements to Office 365 applications on Windows and Mac OS. For example, the current tour in PowerPoint on Windows offers tips for simplifying the way you work on slides by leveraging PowerPoint Designer, Morph, and Smart Lookup. In Word, the tour not only showcases some of its greatest features, but it's interactive, so you can try out each skill without ever leaving the tour. And in Excel for Windows desktops, not only is there a tour that covers all of Excel's basic features, but there's a new, separate, interactive tutorial on how to create a pivot table, which you can probably guess is one of my favorite Excel features. In the August video update, I covered co-authoring in Excel. With Excel co-authoring, you'll find it's easy to know who else is working with you in a spreadsheet, and you can view their changes automatically in seconds. Of course, co-authoring is not just available in Excel. It's also in PowerPoint and Microsoft Word, and I want to share with you the positive impact it's had on how we create these monthly videos. Before co-authoring, my production team and I would independently work on sections of the transcript and email them back and forth for review. Keeping track of versions was a constant challenge. Now we keep one copy of the transcript on our SharePoint site and work on the document simultaneously. When one of us updates a section, the others see it in seconds. We no longer rely on email to send versions back and forth because we are all working on the single transcript that we can all access at the same time. Try co-authoring for yourself with people you collaborate with, and I'm sure you'll be pleased by how it streamlines your workflow. Have you ever wished that you could predict the future? While Excel may not be able to foresee the future with 100% accuracy, it does have a very useful forecast function. While not exactly new, I wanted to highlight this Excel feature since it has the potential to help you make better decisions faster. For example, suppose I wanted to see what the population here in Redmond, Washington is likely to be in 20 years. First, I found historic data on Redmond's population from 1990 to now. I simply highlight the data, click Forecast Sheet on the data ribbon, and tell Excel how far out I want the forecast to extend. Excel does the rest. It creates a new worksheet containing both a table of the historical and predicted values and a chart that shows these values graphically. A forecast can help you predict things like future sales, inventory requirements, or consumer trends. If you deal with data like this, you'll definitely want to give forecasting in Excel a try. Excel power users and Microsoft Access enthusiasts both know how conditional formatting can enhance reporting, highlighting important data that meets criteria that you define. In early November, the Power BI team released major enhancements to conditional formatting in Power BI reports, featuring rule-based conditional formatting to color the background or the font color of a column. This enables you to apply conditional formats to Power BI reports in ways that parallel Microsoft Access and Excel. There's a great step-by-step guide in the November 7th Power BI blog post, and it is accompanied by a video demonstrating each step. If you're a Power BI enthusiast, I encourage you to subscribe to the Power BI channel on YouTube. That's all we have time for. As always, send your feedback, success stories, or cool PowerPoint Morph transitions to Office 365 Update Series at Microsoft.com. I'm Jim Narosky. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.